Guy Laliberté, born September 2, 1959, is a Canadian billionaire businessman and poker player. Along with Giles Ste-Croix, he is the co-founder of Cirque Du Soleil. In January 2018, Laliberté was ranked by Forbes as the 11th wealthiest Canadian. His interest in show business started when his parents brought him to see the Ringling Brothers and Barnum and Bailey Circus, an experience that led him to read the biography of P.T. Barnum. After school, Laliberté would leave Canada to hitchhike around Europe at the age of 18. He also learned fire eating and stilt walking during this time abroad, and after he returned to Canada, he became a street performer on the streets of Quebec. Laliberté joined a performing troupe called Les Échassiers, which included fire-breathers, jugglers, and acrobats who hitchhiked around the country to shows. He later obtained a full-time job at a hydroelectric dam. Career. In 1980, he ran as a Rhinoceros Party candidate for the electoral district of Charlevoix in the federal election. Laliberté co-founded Cirque Du Soleil in 1984 with Giles Ste-Croix and a small group of colleagues. The group had the support of a government grant for the celebration of the 450th anniversary of Jacques Cartier's Discovery Canada. The name Cirque du Soleil, aka Circus of the Sun, which Laliberté came up with while he was in Hawaii. This notion was that the sun stands for energy and youth, and that the circus is about those two words. Cirque du Soleil now has activities on 5 continents. Its shows employ approximately 4,000 people from over 40 countries and generate an estimated annual revenue exceeding $810 million USD. In 2015, he sold 90% of his stock in the company. On February 17, 2020, he sold the remaining 10% to Caisse de dépôt et placement du Québec. Laliberté started playing super high-stakes online cash games and live tournaments for recreation around 2006. In April 2007, he finished 4th place in the World Poker Tour Season 5 event at Bellagio in Las Vegas, winning 696 220s. In 2011, Laliberté announced the big one, a $1 million USD buy-in tournament featured at the 2012 World Series of Poker. Part of the prize money was donated to Laliberté philanthropic organization One Drop Foundation. In September 2009, Laliberté became the first Canadian space tourist. His spaceflight was dedicated to raising awareness about water issues facing humankind. In May 2020, Canada's Federal Court of Appeals ruled that his trip should be considered primarily personal, not work-related, and directed that income tax be assessed on 90% of the cost of the trip. In June 2011, Laliberté published a book called Gaia, containing photos of the Earth from his spaceflight.